Hey, this is Jason with Call Telemetry, and today we're going to connect your live call data to a SQL database for caller ID lookup. We're going to do a database lookup and change the caller ID name from that database, but this could just as easily be any CRM platform through webhooks. To follow along, you'll need our OVA appliance and a license key, so head on over there and I'll meet you at the boot up screen. The OVA will boot up and grab an IP address through DHCP, or you can static it manually if you log in. So let's head on over to that website and create a local account. After we sign in, let's do a quick integration. It won't take but 30 seconds. We'll call this SQL lookup. We'll copy this policy URL by clicking it and go to Callmanager, call routing, external call control profile, add new, SQL lookup, paste it, save, and go to the phone, route pattern, translation pattern, wherever we want to apply that at. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and apply it to my IP communicator. Let's put SQL lookup on it, and we'll refresh this page. It's healthy. Right at 30 seconds, we are good to go. Now we have a policy, but no rules or actions associated with it. So let's go under Policies, Apps, and create one. These are actions that can either change the call in real time or exchange data with APIs or databases. Let's click Postgres calling lookup. Let's name it lookup and enter in our SQL connection parameters. As I enter in my super secret credentials, you can see my database schema on the side. It's got two fields, name and phone, so it should be very easy to query. We're looking for one distinct record from the student's database where the phone number is like the calling number. And hit save. And now we have an app that we need to associate to a rule and a pattern. Let's go back to our SQL policy. Let's create a new rule for what to actually match. So let's just call this SQL lookup. .star for all calling numbers and all called numbers. Hit save. There's two more things we have to do here. We have to associate the app with this rule, and that's done now. And this app name called lookup is going to provide a variable in this format that we can use in our modifiers. So we need to take the data that comes back from lookup and substitute it for the new calling name, and hit save. And we can test this app before making a real call by clicking on Policies, Apps, Lookup. We can see a test area here. We can type in the number we want to call from, the number to, and submit the event. And we can see that the real-time data for this variable will be returned as JSON at call telemetry, and the post-call data is blank. And we can see the entire debug output of the pipeline of variables we could use for alerts. All right, let's make a real call now. Now I'm switching over to a virtual machine with IP communicator so we can live test this and watch the caller ID come in. You can see the call coming in with the correct caller ID from the database. And just to confirm that that's from call telemetry, we can go in and change the caller ID to anything we want, really. Instead of using that variable, we'll change it to demo user, switch back, repeat the call, and it's overridden by demo user. So you can use this to change any caller ID dynamically or statically using rule sets and policies. And that concludes our demo of the dynamic caller ID lookup via SQL. Check out some of my other videos to see what else you can do with real-time policies. And if you like this video or like what I'm doing, please subscribe or give me a thumbs up like. Let me know. Your feedback helps. Thanks and see you on the next video.